My plumbing course here, me call ye. I paid £10,000, which is a lot of money. But if I tell you how much I've been able to recoup within the few years I'm here plumbing now, you'll be surprised. If you call me, say member here with Juma call out fee, I'll make you £50 just to come and look at the job. Me share Juma ni we are. Then I'll quote you. Okay, me here. Part na my listed part na my power back but na my charge me labor. And labor no every hour, depending on the job type, no, we charge from £60 per hour. So coming to look at the job in one year, £50 plus the job I made my amount. So only vision now need focus and I can say UK already. DJ Nyami, tell me where in this world are anything. Everywhere baby anything. But you the individual now who can be UK anything. What skills have you got? Wow. So in a day, my family said, in a day, main your crown between 800 to £1,000.
A day?
Yeah.
Living in Ghana, abroad, a first timer visiting Ghana, or a company wondering where to get quality service providers in Ghana for any job? Then Ejumapa On Demand Services is here to assist you. Ejumapa On Demand Services connect requesters and service providers such as masons, plumbers, electricians, auto repairers, home and office cleaners, trash collectors, rent agents, spa attendants, roofers, beauticians, teachers, CCTV installers, and all artisans on one platform. Yes, one platform. Trust Ejumapa On Demand Services to sort you out any day, anywhere, and at any time. To download the app, please visit the App Store and Play Store or visit our website www.ejumapa.com.
DHW 1642 Concord Plain Table Intercooler Engineer Himbaku 16 daily also worldwide the only internet. And I be the many chain for me call UK according to in command my be very important by Branteway or Boy Juma or Pa or Cransan Juma. The design is UK in San Juma no the Frigana and require na say Odu UK no kusuya ye. Before me shall say mo mamenda me sponsors I say tap send more Europe, Canada, US, the UK no mo download the tap send. Tap send app here the any ejina so the money sika ebe finti. Mo Gulf countries Dubai ni ade no so UAE ubetimi asene Abu Dhabi ni ade ubetimi use tap send. Download the app ni sisi Play Store ni app so send this scan na be to mobile money wallet in Ghana said in Skolom. Now download the app, and we have a promo code Shannon. So now type SVTV and one. O type ya, o send ya beba. Sasuna Ejumapa On Demand. Ejumapa On Demand. Ye then more going to more Ghana. Especially more going to muhia artisans, styler, painter, plumber, stillbird, electrician, auto repairs near Dieno. Ejumapa say region bia o project will be na so he almost service bia no. Ubenyo obi wo ho. Inti the other end say call Play Store on the App Store na download the Ejumapa app na ni atro screen so o download dia na just a simple cra no o boss wa obo artisans ni ade we be su diamond ni ade obunya omo and obetimi akọ mo website www.ejumapa.com okwa pa eno na odem saso na Delight Foods ye kama pa mi ko UK Hausa Cocoa Bofrot we Burkina ena Sobolo eye champion pa the whole UK omaji bebia oko Afro shop bia na okasa wo hwe Delight Foods Delight Hausa Cocoa ubehu wo obi atombi Turkey for ni tombi obi atombi omofum sa enti se walande fresh wo UK for we ni che Afro shop bia bisa Delight Food Hausa Cocoa onoma kama o Ghana enti for ni che Delight Foods Hausa Cocoa ene ada Bofrot ni Sobolo no Sansu na sumafo mo akwantum especially wo Ghana na wo akwantum na sumafo mo se sumomo ebi o maami yare papa yare busuani bi yare unye obi nkohwe no se mfa ne nko hospital ni ade a sumafo ana wo project bi a wa ye obeso obi kohwe ma obi a nipa ne di usika de bia na o ya ye twa picture say sumafo se sumomo inti de obe ense Play Store on the App Store na download the sumafo app no download di ana che say pa na wo dem straightforward we hear service and man say maybe be am origin nyina no omo nkrofo wanti download the smartphone e wo Play Store ne App Store. E man mi mo akwa ba mi show so bako there.
Bako na ma da mo bia bako DJ Yami.
Nice one. You get to saying?
Oh, UK bako.
UK bako.
Yeah, UK bako.
UK inside now.
I'm all Milton Keynes.
Oh, Milton Keynes. So also the Ghana for power. Milton Keynes for
yeah.
Hey, Nick War.
Yeah, Nick
restaurant.
War. Yeah,
Nick, my interview. Nick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Nick. Yeah.
Okay, so didn't hear Emmanuel then?
So Emmanuel Menu Morris, but to don't have me money. Yeah.
Money, yeah. Say short, Emmanuel short, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ubaga yache, Ujaya wa Ghana, free Ghana che.
Yeah, I check. 2011, 2012.
Oh, when is that check?
Yeah.
2011, 2012. Wow, I check. Okay. Yeah, same free Ghana, na yaba back to UK. I mean, 2011, 2012, for Ghana, and then now before be too quiet. One kasa who busy when growing up into story like then now school.
Okay, so basically, meaning what Teshinungwa Estate. And I'm called Teshi Estate Preparatory School TEPS. And my son so called like government school kakra. And I think that the last time I interviewed one of guy Biana Mene Bobo Babino. So in Ghana, I'm a Bobo. And na me sansu ye juma. I think that in my school 2000 in 2000 no me acquire my attachment to Agapo Ghana Port and Harbour Authority. And from there no me did demand am ko we or free zone board cargo. And I me say a contract be or electoral commission as a returning officer. And I did demand ye did be peer.
Wow. It's not hustling in Ghana, need to say after school, no?
It was very tough. I mean, if I want to go back before going to Kaggle and stuff, you boost your mama for your tongue crazy, your tongue fancy doctor. I mean, my tongue brodo. So basically, the people who knows me, no more friend my Kwesi brodo. Growing up, that was the nickname, yeah. So Nyama be brave or Ghana, but because we had a vision and then a focus into
Wow.
Yeah.
I see. Now you know me saying.
Me mama side the A2, me na me the last one. But me papa side the A9, me na me second born.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see. It's omu nyama boga na unkwa no aboga.
Me mama side no me name me bra wa ha. And me papa side no me chiriba me in South Africa, yeah.
Oh,
the rest are in Ghana.
Man, yeti akonya ne ba ne say na do go raw UK. I mean, obi ana waso
So this is how it happened. Minya link be called Malaysia, Echo Bobo. So when I was in Malaysia, I was very fortunate. I met Robert Isheng, a friend at Bo Electric, who advised me, said, in Malaysia, no, you can't make it there because you have more citizenship. The only thing they can do for you is give you a visa renewal every month, which is much expensive. So, or advice me, one guy we say, I am brought back to Ghana. Now, because of football, you know, or Anderlecht. So, if we come back to Ghana and then we get connection to Holland, he'll be able to speak to people there and then we'll get him to play. So, I was like, okay, me the member. But then the other guy was like, nah. Ghana heading to know the all. So I agreed and then I came. And then when I came, I started speaking to people about trying to secure the visa to Holland. And it turned up say UK bona minya.
Oh, okay.
And also
Netherlands now beso ko ba we nya na unya UK.
Yeah.
Okay.
So minya UK na so and also nya bad. So yeah.
It's not enya born do kwa ko room but kwa ko hustle on. So
it was also like ball, but not mini agent. So it was like try and error be say oh dear buy a barber. But me buy, and I think after 6 months, maybe she Ghana man, then me call West Ham to go for some trials there, and then they kind of like liked me, but because I wasn't having an agent, it was difficult for them to deal with me because obviously you will say yeah, baby, if you know, the boy be film. So they felt say oh me akwala. So they needed someone who would be like a parent to me to guide me in everything, in every decision that we take. But no money say me me exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So meaning the one a man, yes, okay, because he was a board member on their board this thing. So he was like, okay, then he will represent me. But then when the contract came, no, he wanted to take because I told him my story. So I said, okay. So I secure working permit then he's gonna take 70% of the contract and I'll take 30%. Which the contract was like 10 years contract because they were like they need to groom me to be able to sell me to make money out of me. So they can't just give me like 2-year, 1-year contract. They don't make anything out of me. Which for me was fair deal. But the 70-30 from the other party was like it was too much because already made me feel my EBF so this is a 10-year contract. Now we're 70 and 30. It's not gonna be something that I'll so my opted in for it. So I just didn't continue with the football. I'm
wow. Now, obi opesa oboa wu ni obia na oboa no so beji obema 30 na waji 70 a. Na nka say oprin ana na wo just scan ni sika obenya wo ho na odwen ho.
Enya ni sika obenya wo me ho because the thing is football they be make who's a man for care about football and sika moja. I go like you don't know the risks involved in football. You can die on the spot. When you recover, you won't be the same person. There are so many things involved in football. And it's not only about you passing the ball around. There are so many things. So if you are signing up for something, you need to be sure say, what you are going in for, no, it's not going to be like, oh, okay, because you want to play the ball, you just accept any deal that will come into the place for you. Wow. You put yourself and then your family in danger because obviously where we are coming from, it is very hard. Now it is a winner contract. They don't know the money involved, but so long as winner contract,
money involved, you're saying,
as at that time, the money involved, and I think that they were willing to pay me those days. No, they were willing to give me I think it's a 10,000 or it's a 15,000. I'm not too sure about it. Yeah, which by then was a lot, but I was also looking at the risk factor involved. That was why I didn't opt for. Yeah.
Kora UK. Some move contract semi ambassador there no. Yeah, I'm just started life saying hustling saying here. Like now.
So hustling started. My name is Brad. I'm Medinechi, from Muhammad, and I moved to him, and then so I cleaning Ibi Mame. And one funny thing was like, so maybe media made the number, but in Krata media Juma, I was Oxford Street. I was just sweeping on Oxford Street, so the whole a very busy place. So me proper kwan who should be frame Samuel, Sammy, but Miss Minde Sammy. Because my friend I'm a bim for Obi Uncle Chibi. So Sunday Jumara and the frame. I see one of better pay. Oh, I've been calling you. No, oh, sorry, boss. Pressure from home. They keep calling you, asking for money. Me, I'm thinking about no, you don't mind them when they call you. Don't mind them. Just so when I came back, I just told my brother what happened, and he was like, "Oh, Kafra, we just committing the ball man here. Dina would the age man, and one as a fra or just so." because I didn't know. If you say you have to respond to you kind of say why would you. So that was where it started from, and I feel baby I I said any beba on mama immigration for started so more baho. So I have to relocate from that place to Milton Keynes because I had a friend here who many didn't come back with me no show. So if I'm willing to move, he's also willing to give me a place to sleep and then see to a many BBI. So then I moved from there to Milton Keynes, and that was when my journey in UK started. Landing then I think that it was for as a starter, but life Lancaster for me in the UK no be started with Milton Keynes.
Okay, life when started with Milton Keynes, NTS started the same.
So I started as a warehouse operative. Now me age more Tesco Fenilok, and we say baby I feel bano. I come out the ache, and we need how far you can't make it in Ghana. So let me hard working guy pa. So it's sort of like managers never pay myself. I was getting more job. Juma. I'm a man who dada no cry. Say who now but I said who more jobs than us. So it became like me who be you me him, but me be feedback into my head. And I think after 2 years, I had an issue with the company, one of the managers. So then I have to leave. And the problem was I was overworking myself because my target be I say a picky. It be the picking rates. If it's smaller items, you pick more. If it's bigger items, you pick less. So let's say, for instance, if it's smaller items and you are meant to pick 30 items per hour, I was picking 60 items per hour. And it's the warehouse so a seasonal jobs. So season in Peja is very busy, but when the season goes, it's very low. So one manager be by and he saw my performance, which was high. Until season a call now. I feel na me pick it as peak season, me buy any target. Say I say me ballers me nye juma, and obviously, if a manager and an agency guy have an issue, it always go in favor of the manager. So that was how come I left Tesco. Then I had another job in John Lewis, which is another warehouse job.
Wow. Okay, so from there, no, your life is here. What name is happen now? Pimping, Kobasa, this year, no, oh, question, BB, na say, okra skill be there now, yeah.
Okay, so see, me a qualified plumber, and I'm actually a qualified gas engineer. So this journey started when I was in John Lewis. I was working, and then I saw this man who is a friend, and otu kwanya check. So bana on me bon komono ka na kwentu munsem na nyama kyerɛ. I was like, I don't think I'll be able to get the strength to be in this place for that long. So he advised me, he said me young, because he didn't know my age. And then when you look at me, I don't look my age. So he advised me to look for a course and leave the warehouse, because warehouse is not a place. And truly, warehouse is not a place. Before I go on, the problem I have with my fellow Ghanaians is when they come in, yes, almost steady system, who have a system is here, but rather they change money. But what I have learned in my stay in the UK is study the system, know the system, and go with the system. So
and the system they be saying.
So the system is like this. So Oba na se uni nyama ma wenimbre ne peska na nyama. Unyanya nyama ni wia go to college per course be, because when you have the skill, you can also quote your price for the same job. Because my plumbing course here, I paid £10,000, which is a lot of money. But if I tell you how much I've been able to recoup within the few years I'm here plumbing now, you'll be surprised. And then people that I came to meet, the things that I've been able to achieve, they are still here. Have, but rather they think about me sit down in Ghana, me away in Ghana. I don't have a problem with anybody supposed to sit down in Ghana. It's your choice. But so secure yourself here first, because if you invest here, now you can say a pound to Sydney 15.5. So if you get profit here, now there's a profit ni bonko fee. I think say boy better than say wa woni ni amount de obi nyama na ye adwuma na wo say sit down in Ghana na wo ye japade bi wo Ghana. For me, I think that is a problem with the Ghanaians people here. That is why when I see people complaining, say UK, UK, I feel like you've chosen that life.
Money. Me part say ukra skill who skill was you answer maybe work quick no.
Yeah.
Na me pe we mu bi ni omo di nkomo wan bi ntanya bebre. Nti me pes ness ni we ni dey adoso.
Yeah, it's too much.
Approach
Yeah.
up no.
Yeah.
And the ayo me pe omo field no so na ehu construction or we say
yeah.
Pesa we no. Enti yenhwe Utia sasika we nyina before obey course na say o start inside the advice who say we na then push you say ade we betimi no do your research me say ade we betimi aboa wa na na ubedu baby so na do hu shem say me tua sika say.
Okay, so this is what happened. My former landlord, your boiler say so or friend boy plumber be some brand my. So when he came, I had a chat with him. And also try me, so also buy and also the football in the bay room. But a prane sanya manintino when to me I'm born. So if me find a foot to dia menko sua and san juma ebe boa me. But se me penswa he will train me like an apprentice. But own to me as an apprentice. And that is where it be a me encouragement so I was like, okay, I'll think about it. So he kept calling me, asking me what's the outcome of the conversation we had. And I was like, yeah, I'm willing to do it. But then when I went to college to inquire about it, they were requesting for me to bring my stuff. So I wasn't able to go. But man, give it up. I kept telling myself, and proud to that. And so me be woye, me ne lady be woye. Na me bani few school by no. I know bisa me question be, and then he was like, "Daddy, what work do you do?" And I was like, "I work in the warehouse." And I say, "What's that?" And I'm sure I don't know how to explain it to you, but that's where I get my money from. So when my son left, I sat down and I was asking myself questions. Say, and he said, "Me bani be do age be who say warehouse crowd ko ye adwuma wo ha ye betua wo ka na o decide say go school bi mo no so be warehouse how will I be able to convince him to go school?" So then I just went back to the guy, called him and was like, "I'm ready to pick up the apprentice thing or kind of." I'm not gonna tell him, so you're sorry, but like when you be out say a coin for bar, he will let me know. But I never stopped. I kept looking online, searching, and finally, I got a college. Oman hear my background, but rather, Oman actually me say me sika, and say me sika there. They will enroll me in, but say me need full money, so I can do it as an installment form, which I opted for the installment one, and I'm starting. So every month I was paying. And then I started the course. And I even finished the school Not mean 2 years scanning way, but it was like a direct debit into, it was going out from the account. I think it's the last 2 years, and I'm here. I started me Juman kakra. My current job at my home, I'm more advertising for the gas engineer role, which I also applied. And because I have a plumbing background and plumbing goes with gas, they took me in and also took me to Portsmouth to train me for another 6 months to become a qualified gas engineer. So this is how the story started. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Anna, yeah, can't skill job which is now ye inside no juma na dey see etua pa. Me do because say
very lucrative.
Inside no juma utu kwa ba say no juma bi see skill. Yenhwa plumbing ne gas we ausua ye. Emu ti sen wo UK ho. Cash room.
Oh, cash room because I won't go into the gas bit. I'll go into the plumbing bit. If you call me, say member here with Juma Mawa. Call out fee, maybe £50 just to come and look at the job. Me share money we are. Then I'll quote you. Okay, me here. Part na my listed part na my power back na my charge me labor. And labor no every hour depending on the job type no we charge from £60 per hour. So coming to look at the job in one year £50. Plus the job I made my amount.
What is kind of boy no? £50 is £60.
But you know the funny thing? No, what Ghana no? I had a friends who were plumbers, and I was laughing at them. But here I am today, me a plumber. Even though say in Ghana, me call ATTC, me call automobile engineering. So you know, people call me jack of all trades. Me car me use to UK ha. With the exception of say me debe call say me kwa MOT, service, repair, everything me and me. People call me on my spare time. I work on their cars for them. I do my plumbing. I go on my gas job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because Juma way, but Juma na basa is it like Juma be a demanding and I say this only company because Juma and I say this project be no more na oka company be almost sit down be no more.
Nah, so a cut across. You can be your own boss. Before I joined the gas business, I was my own boss. As you can see on my Junior plumbing solution. Me my own boss. You can also go in for a subcontract because when you go online, if you registered your company and go online, you see so many people advertising looking for gas engineers, plumbers to work with. If you say you daily, you say a year on a subcontract, man, also thank for now also and also because every now and then they are building, especially in this winter season. Among for ends time so a boiler during the summer season. So obeson the winter say now I say car now parking for a very long time. Because the brakes have gripped the decks in it, the pad I gripped decks, once that you hear a squeegee noise and then brakes in your effect because the car. So this time, cash in money for plumbers in the UK. Because obviously will be boiler best say will be boil heating in year Juma. And you know, say because of the weather here, every now and then, as a plumber, people will call you.
Enti Juma no baby na ukwana say ebia metinki so na wana baby at the
and me catchment area with the plumbing they know me catchment area because ebi wo hodo ma o friend me say bia me mbra be metima call no something metima call Leighton Bazaar, Luton, Dunstable, Bedford, those catchment areas need there. It's just some few minutes drive, but if you call me far I have to charge you more because of the distance I'm living by. But with the gas need there, because it's a company and it's a national grid, you bet me do work call Isle of Wight, you bet me do work call Portsmouth, you bet me do work call Manchester. Wherever you are needed, they'll just take you there.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Tuntum for yes, Juman fans, when we share Ghana, so far,
with the gas engineer and it, me call company na me woman, me share down who to for so more yet. And as I said, no one said, they be a mechanic same way. Utu kwan na ube year. Nipa na ube swear so no. That person will determine say ube year na unye. Say ukoswe ubi a ukra that mentality. Me could sit down Ghana. Me ye we Ghana. Me obe kan wa she. Me kai say me ba half from no. I was told not to open the door when someone knocks. Like omudi humbi shame mu. But because now me fearless now me Ghana no. Those things I did not abide by it. And because of that, no, me humbe yo me.
Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store. And when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
They didn't want to cope with me because they can't say I'm in fact me yani am pay. And I was like, Ghana is my motherland. The honey I want me to say, yeah, the me coffee cry. I've not lost. And you say, be a me lose, but I'm an adventurous type. I always want to. I didn't know I say my say. I always want to look out for those things. But to be honest, if you are a handyman or Ukraine, San Juma or UK, that is the best. You choose when you work and you choose how to work.
Yeah, I'm funny say me a plumber e Ghana ha. The oye mesua bi e wonkofo bi o me very good. O me companies aye adwuma ne ade bi o ma ko school o ma courses o ma certificate. Se me bedu UK sisi ana eno na me pese me ya. Met me aba any straight and I just me bana me go school na me o system.
So the way almost system net here. Even if you're a doctor crowd Ghana now by UK, they wouldn't want you to go straight into the hospital and start working on patients or working with those. You need to at least get almost certificate. So we are plumber now Baha. I know of a guy our Ghana no only ECG for na Juma. So on the wife a restaurant as a Ghana local dish. But abrofoni be pay. So one guy came to eat there, and in a conversation, okay, so probini na yejuma, I know bisan say juma when you or electric. So he took the guy to his boss. They gave him an assignment. They pick it on. So even though say you're foul, no, we want you to go back to the college to get some certificate. But no, common 111. It's not like it's something that happened, but it's CC 111. My madam for back be so no work right. No a mechanic or Ghana, sir. Or bedu ha no ye juma as or direct cars. Skoda. So who saw my car back who juma and they were unable to do no call verify. So then I'm gonna so meet me and I'm sure here. So when he did it, and then the car started working, they were like, oh. And now we now have direct cars. So then they took him on, started training him, and then asked him to go back to college. So every Wednesday he goes to college while he's still getting paid because you need to get the certificate. If not, no matter how good that way, you'll be underpaid or will be unfound.
Yeah, bebre na mo complain say UK, I say no. Is it because any skill be any special food be I say babe also.
Yeah.
Bobo.
Me Mecca say because they don't have a skill. Because majority of the Ghanaians that I know, with the exception of nurses for a warehouse. And warehouse, as I said from the beginning, it's a seasonal work. Christmas, Ebia, Easter, need those days, a seasonal work. So when the season is on, you get more shift. But then when the season is gone, if you have 2 days, 3 days, you can't survive on that. But we a plumber, whether summer, whether winter, whether autumn, you get a job. We a mechanical, they be a car. We a plasterer. Okay, Ghana, I'm friend mason, but I'm friend what's the name? Brick worker. They be a C9. We what's it called? Like if you have a skill every day, even so a hairdresser cry now utiminya saloon beer, every day people will come. We a barber cry, still people will come. But if you don't have any skill at all, warehouse is on a skill job. Anybody at all can do it. That's the problem. Yeah.
Eti ono what na UK kakra. And then as a UK heading because we say UK heading, UK size is heading.
Well, it depends who is saying it. And what yeah, because me personally, me say the UK. I watched one of your interview with one guy who said people have missed their priority, and I side with him. It's true. So only vision, now only focus, and I can say UK already. DJ Nyami, tell me where in this world are anything, everywhere baby anything. But you, the individual, now who can be UK anything. What skills have you got? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Me, me gas company, which is the biggest in the UK because it is the same as British Gas, and then so you're telling British Gas deal with the gases that comes into your home. SSE deals with the electric side of it, and then we deal with the offshore gas. Gas now is different offshore. Yeah, you're dealing with. So that's it's the same company but different branches. It is a only skill la. We can say UK heading. But me and me what skill we saying. Even if me quay and I say me quay Ejuma heading less than an hour near year. And then I spoke to my boss. I was like, oh, okay, just go to the yard, wait for some hours, and then go back home. But I'll get my 8-hour pay. But if it's a warehouse, not say Juma Esan, why you're lucky, I catch you say Kofi. It is 2 hours now, yeah. You get paid that 2-hour pay, and that's it. You can't survive on the 2 hours. So for me, I would say it would depend on the individual, not what I say UK.
I see. Oh, say, Ghana higher free. Ghana also free.
Yeah.
Oh, share your system now. And San Rejuman and Norso into a complaining.
Yeah.
Skill, Omusians and technical and vocation, ye Norso. Maybe na yen reading kwa. Yen reading brofo, yen ka brofo kwa. Na se yen ka brofo kwa, denti na broni si open crofo, open omo kra skill. And then sad na ya mi bisa, ye pese who difference no. O better say America so yen crofo bia, omo kra special skill bi. O say Germany so yen crofo, omo kra skill bi. O say UK so yen crofo opomo mukwaski ba yenye krom ha say no insano adwuma na de ne yemfa ne serious sese na plumber ne de ke yembu omo yehu san krofo obi ogosia plumber obi oye carpentry obi oye welder yehu ne say o eri so I know wetin you go learn welder is so wetin welders there umbu san krofo no obi e auto mechanic obi e mechanic auto mechanic obi e electrician obi e omo obi field a we master omo but ye mom Ma brofo no be fast handcroft na udu omom krom a. Oh yeah, number one.
Yeah. So what I can say to that here, as I said, me call ATTC, Accra Technical Training Center. And the problem with if never say Ghana and say, as you said, we don't value the technocrat or more and Jumane and Asefon. But Abrofono value them because to build a country or to build a nation, you need those people. So uko school na uko ready na udi reading in kwane nama. Why never be see wood diamond? Anampu say oka say why never you can read the book, but practically if you can't put things together, you cannot fix the car. So Abrofo prefer more practical than the book. But then they also ask you, say, for book, they can crack on because they have something they call apprenticeship. Every year, starting from February, the government sponsors people into apprenticeship, which I, for one, am also a beneficiary because I also hold a diploma in accounting, which was sponsored by the government through my apprenticeship scheme. And they know, say, to build a nation or a country, you need these artisans to build those things. Anything over here, all these countries that you mentioned, they come in for people from those backgrounds. And Ghana for sebi you yen sheda nya kwadrosa. Baby abekwa obehu Ghana ni bia obia obone ho modern wo. So they kind of like us. But unfortunately, where we come from, they don't value us until it be our coat, ne tie, now ukra pen, now the zeros need be count. Then you who say, yeah, you are doing something. But here,
Maybe opposite omo, positive omo no. Maybe positive omo bi an ye na negative no.
yeah.
They make an audio said that steady.
Oh, meaning, I know.
Positive omo no.
Yeah.
Ye na negative no and opposite.
Yeah, and I think
It's an ejuma for the hot omo no. Amba low key. Nothing. You didn't see themselves.
Yeah. Oh, it's true.
Oye mama say, oh, I be this one no be no job. This one no be no job. You know be no job. Do ame. Ghana, because no job. I be this one join some wires things. Make I give you 50 Ghana, 20 Ghana.
Yeah.
Bro, you should value time. Oh, buy
Yeah. Because
I didn't make him say sanity here. If you got okay, who do mean be so? So who you okay? Why Ghana phone? Why you be more juma momo?
Men poor Ghana for juma. No, I'm being honest. Any interview when I may people who know me in Milton Keynes never knew say me a Ghana ni.
Why? I didn't.
Yeah, because the Ghanaian man will not appreciate you, will not value your work. And then why you Jumana man now so with the other brother man? Me kwaye wa bontia ebian ka meji nipa ne £200. But why you fee nipa no? Ko top part ne bra. Me ye wi a na o de appreciate what I've done. No akoyi £20 a show unsa. Meanwhile, me yama bro nia, and I said any other person. Oh, come a page on my okay. And one thing about them I like about them is before they call someone, they check your background. And that's what they call internet. So how much does a plumber charge if he fixed my ABR radiator? So the minimum we know when himself we radiator man oji £60 upwards. But I Ghana need one also with a fee into the my year. Instead of say I made you 60.
And I'll say Brody never man now. Obet China scan
Bro, listen to the man now. Obetua ne pepe. Ana ne ya wa Ghana for who say, why ya man na? What you was at £20, no? He or she will not appreciate you or recommend you to someone. Oh, akwawe jano. Na no be me juma no person tia ni see. Ejuma kakra bi obeye ma me. But ejuma fi ni mo kakra. Ejuma no see ni mo kakra. So if people are watching me, they'll I never speak to you. Who said me country and any meti tree because me are crying, meti tree, meti crying. Meti a bit of Hausa, meti Ghana dangbe, meti kasa kakra. But you never hear me.
Who say then Jamaican and now
yeah, Jamaican. Yeah.
Because me say what maybe was why I almost Jamaican.
Yeah.
Only Ghanaian friends and I don't go Ghana for man I said. Ghana for power.
Me go Ghana for. I don't have Ghanaian friends, to be honest. Because they will not encourage you. They will not appreciate you. And if I say bia DJ Nyame me be to ha. And I mean we susu nkomo so DJ Nyame. Person me go school. Person me go school and me go school there. Instead of you motivating me, I dream pack corner. The Ghanaian will discourage you. And then when they see, say, what could school no? Now we like you are flourishing now. Then they will start tarnishing your image, like for no reason. Let me tell you one story. One very funny story. My former landlord, now me a very close, so ni feel no or the jam like me na me feel no so. And the dining man will be, and then there was a misunderstanding. So, man be what me thinking, your friend Benson, those days, money, transfer, coffee, everything you need when you go to Benson, you get it. So, I went to Benson to transfer money for my mom, and there was this lady there who was speaking bitterly of me. Sarah Parkwisi, because me fear didn't Parkwisi. Sarah Parkwisi not a Patrick fear her no, like. She was talking bitterly about me. And then Benson was there laughing. And then Benson, business, and now Patrick now can I say no no. So knew at Patrick nipa at Patrick akwara not in if you no. And then Benson was like Patrick no no jina no. Suddenly she changed. I say, oh bra, kafra why bra, oh me say oh bra. I never uttered a word. So, with my experience and my experience with Ghanaians, Obi Kraka times or no back room 14 years and son and I may buy within 2-3 years. I want to get my document. So I don't associate myself with Ghanaians.
Show me SBTV Africa na. Oh yeah, follower na say we na what's our mentality na jai.
Yeah.
So
I don't associate.
Obi betimi atena baby 20 years onya nyama obi betimi obenya nyama obi ane ni lack obi ane ni star.
Yeah.
Sa mentality ni ifu chim. Na sa won ya no so wo mu a unya so da.
Nah.
No kwa na make no because obi betimi ye nipa obi ane ni law obi ane ni fie the background baby ofi unim papa bi ane maame mu ana na wofo bi ane ebusuan bi ayama obi ana say we are blessing bi one so obi betimi aba UK enne ni life betimi ase say na o ebi o arrive nipa o shia no airport o pie ya na say ni movie obi say son cry o swat na musa wa pray ade bi say mother just be happy for the person. But
no. The Ghanaian community is not like that.
Good.
Oh yeah, Obiti said my former landlord. Oh yeah, very good at Patrick. Oh yeah, door to door.
Good.
Yeah, he's very very good.
Good, but I quite said do problem.
Exactly. The majority of the Ghanaian community, they are like that, and sometimes. May share other African continents, Zimbabwe for, Namibia for, South Africa for, the way I'm one.
And also the Oka, nipa, only say one because come It's
me mingle with them a lot. They have
also in South Africa now also come more problems.
No, issue. DJ Nyame, they have their issue, but when it comes to say bia, yemboy me in the UK here, mama no more Sri Lankans, Asia for they are business-minded people. Meet me at church say me fear me toy, you know. Asia ni and a man meet me to feel.
Hey, what's the matter of you UK?
Yes.
Eyo da sani bia ni da so se obenya adwuma ye sanso na yentimi nya adwuma ebra ye ni anyinama hoden etoda wobedru adwuma mu na nkane ani ho eba saa na atete no aye bebre enkankan se wobepo adwuma ba fie na nkane ani fie wokoso generator nso a ase famie nanso se wonim JB Mobile Engineers a all the above problems will be a thing of the past. JB Mobile Engineers in Kwane Ebema 24-hour dedicated generator services. JB Mobile Engineers, ye ton generators, fufro, any other denina, sounds on ye maintenance, repairs, consultation, which I say, Uya Juma, say fie, Numa Hodo, na o pesa auto generator, any generator be an auto, and to buy ye betcha chumu, nebebo, sounds so and I ye welding and fabrication. So generator, Kitwa Anakase, ye basi dine, kama Eddie Sisu and Suni area and Seno. So ye school, sorry. Hospital, companies, and mining companies. Ubia by a soya, you bet me abuamo, a yet generator, a babo, Jumanina. Bon JB Mobile Engineers, our Tema, Michelle Camp Road, Freya, our 0244-623899, and now 0207-596676. JB Mobile Engineers, your generator friend.
Wow. Why are you?
Yeah, 250,000 pounds.
Pounds.
Yeah.
And so that's your best split amount 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
Wow, why are they?
Yeah. I'm not catching them and say, my brother, you have a car. You just drive around from work to house. Why don't you make your car make money for you? And I'm busy and say, how? I'm not sure me. Oh, do this, do that. DJ Nyame, when I started doing it, my warehouse job and I'm here by then. Monthly salary and it me. I'm in family sanka.
Wow.
My monthly salary, nearly say many let's say it me. But I don't touch it. Sub business now Asia nini know. That was where my money was coming from. And that was Enubina Minya at the starting my plumbing course. At the year, everything that was where paying my bills, doing everything, buying stuff for my kids.
Maybe so you to meet you at 10,000. Also to 10,000 pounds, right?
Yeah, 10,000 pounds for the plumbing.
Can maybe be so you scan away because I never test her. 10,000 months in years.
The thing is, you UK, you also have to sacrifice. Because at a point in time, some years back, now made that 3 hours. Me night shift, 10 to 6. Me pomba. Na me mane mame ye juma anopa. Inti me na say me be fan kola no sandi omuku school. Na my dad from 8 me fan say 9 to 11. Na ma sorry. 11 me sorry I me sanko. Me personal job no. Me ya about 4:30 I say me pombe fie. I need to sacrifice. Sesia me no ti hay. Those days are gone. I don't do those days anymore. I choose, I don't work weekends. If I want to work weekends on my gas job, just picking up the shift for the gas job, no, £100.
Wow.
And sana, me hour na me normal rate need me double of that. Plus, driving from home to the workplace, hours I met driver could do on, they pay me, and then hours I met driver back, they pay me. So in a day, my family said, in a day, many crown between 800 to 1,000 pounds.
A day?
Yeah.
Hey, where does intense see what you kill?
Yeah. Oh, a bit just says that last year.
800.
Last year, Guy, we are many year Juma says here. Last year after tax, we are £90,000. The whole year after tax. When you're £90,000. I'm not trying to say, my friend, if you want to get money from this job, do this thing. Not tell me Nyama SMA. And last month when my salary came and I watched it, I was like, wow.
Canada and US near the name.
Oh no. I'm not moving an inch from UK. This is my home now. This is where I've established myself. This is where my kids are. And me one two, one boy, one girl. They'll go to Ghana.
I don't worry. Send a applications. No,
be worry.
Only Ghana in a way.
Yeah, me Ghana in a way.
I don't know why no.
Sure.
Oh, shut the only now two. You better one at Yaso.
Oh, Obian Twaso, but yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Charlie, big ups, money. Me da so be pass it through SVTV Africa. So, I want encourage youth, no. I'm chance and Mark me. I can't be saying me. You like technical, no. Media. If you do IT, 100%.
Yeah.
We are vocational, ne technical, ne sadi media. Say the that na enim na any the adoso. You become nurses. Yes, you're a doctor. Adoso. Me can be before from. Me say technical should be.
Yeah.
Learn something.
Yeah.
Be an engineer, be a way capital well done. Learn something.
But DJ, I mean, when say we are bricklayer or UK hard.
It's a construction.
Yeah, an hour you charge between 120 to 250, depending on your experience. Bricklayer.
10 pounds for 11 pounds for 12 pounds for 10 pounds for a day, 1 hour, 10 pounds, 11 pounds. What's the obedient 1 hour?
Yeah,
115 pounds.
And I like the way I'm Juman. Who say they abrafum pair a Juma a ration. So be a Jumani giddy. Intia a day no bricklayer. What toa nebia to one bracing kitten on to be more than 25 grand. And Oye Jumana Kakra, you have to take a 5 minutes break, 10 minutes break, just chill out to get fresh mind to come back and do the job. But Oye warehouse there, no time, no break for you.
So if you change your mind, look sharp.
Yeah.
Look sharp. Look sharp.
Yeah.
This cage say, the time that we go get the money,
yeah.
Money, me that's over passing through SVTV Africa. So I want to shout out. Social media handles here, there will be person contact you. Nama shout out.
I think I don't have a social media handle, but when you go on the website and you look for Jinyame Plumbing Solution, because it's a registered business, you see me there and then you can get hold of me. That's the plumbing aspect of it. But with the gas,
okay. And I saw all the contact some and
BBR or no more.
My shout out and signing out, may I say?
My shout outs to my baby mama, and then my man, my mommy or Ghana, and I made Brad Payne or London, Marcus. Yeah.
Nice one, money. Straight from UK, in case now in Kano. Media, I got them a program where this year there. Open Kenya, you know who get. Because already I tell you, say trending be no. You know go bring me anything. Media, utia, ubeti obi story, ebi ana unfele. And you be an story no be fele. Ubeti obi so there, be fele. To be an any there. But utia, I show videos be anya time tia. Ubon say. Charlie, so opportunities they anyway say also she go some information. So program were different. Madam production team, I say subscribe, share for I doing share brand them. The number following or SVTV International. your channel no so SVTV International. Link ni share we say. Ushe video na or phone so abo say ya tro SVTV International ya pin link no. Ti tap so na subscribe to our channel no so. Any bro for come ni buy bro for na me ni be nko ane a kan dia hu no wa o. Any the call. Nti follow your Bob channel. Ebe boa. Madam say do.
She has a plan, a secret mission filled by gratitude and affection. She chooses her mother's favorite breakfast. Delight Foods, House Akoko, a harmonious blend of flavors crafted with care and devotion. The taste of tradition and comfort. In that moment, their connection deepens, a bond strengthened by a shared experience. Delight Foods, House Akoko, a delicious breakfast made with care and love in just 2 minutes.
Sumafo app ni eya homambo ne hweso pankwa na edimu obusua. Sumafo app ebehwese hu nipa biara ohia yarehwe no. Yebeko won ho ebise won apom. Yede won bekwa yaresabia ne yahwese won ho atom ansa na yefiri won nchen. Enu ntitina adwumum ana tina kwantrum na yensum wo. Enu ane se obefa wo phone na okoko Google Play Store ana se App Store e wo iOS so na wo download the Sumafo app isisia. Pa ni ajoso.
Wow. Sumafo, fast and reliable.
Sumafo app, sending love home.
My name is Fernanda Samoa, Director and CEO of Second Generation IT Group. Guess what? We are currently in Ghana and we're going to offer the best courses that will allow you to work anywhere in the world. The courses that we're going to offer, we're talking about cloud computing, we're talking about introduction to computers, networking, network security, cyber security.
We have a conducive learning environment and our programs are interactive where the students get to ask questions and they get answers that's going to help them, and we equip them with the right knowledge.
Classes are offered Monday through Friday. It depends on which day you want to come. We have morning shift, we have afternoon schedule, we have evening schedule, and also on the weekends. To register, go to www.secondgenit.com.